Hello guys, this is me, I'm Dr. Jayanti Ghosh. Today I'm back with discussion of a new topic, new subject, that is oral radiology. For referring to the books, you can refer to White and Farrow or Karjotkar. Radiology is a very important subject in terms of your clinical practice as well as theoretical aspect. The weightage of this subject is quite high in your final year examinations. So my video is not only for the NEET PG preparing students but also for your BDS final year students. So today I'll be giving an overview of all the important topics, chapters which are important in oral radiology. And for this you can also refer to your recent edition of Dental Pulse for the systemic review. So I start with discussion of the first discovery of your X-rays, which was done in the month November 1895 by Röntgen. Then what is ionization? So this is there may be options given in your MCQs, and the question may be as conversion of an atom into an ion is called ionization. The radiation which brings about ionization of atoms is called ionization radiation. So next, radiation is of two types, particulate matter and non-particulate or electromagnetic radiations. What is particulate radiation? Particulate radiation is that kind of radiation which consists of atomic nuclei that transmits kinetic energy by means of these small masses which are moving at very high velocities. So there may be a question regarding the kinetic energy, and the various options will be the other potential energies, various different other types of energy pacifiers. So example is X-rays, X-rays, cathode rays and beta rays. So alpha rays consist of high speed stream of doubly ionized helium nuclei. So there may be a question regarding your alpha rays also, and what it is consisting matter made up of, that is highly ionized helium nuclei. Then linear energy transfer, LET, is very important. In linear energy transfer you need to know the rate of loss of energy from a particle as it moves through irradiated material is called LET. Irradiated material is a material which does not transfer radiations. So the rate of loss of energy from a particle as it moves through an irradiated material. So gamma rays alpha rays have higher LET, thus they are more damaging to the biological systems and tissues. So we have to prevent ourselves from the alpha rays because of the higher LET. Next we come to electromagnetic radiations. Electromagnetic radiations is produced when velocity of an electrically charged particle is altered. Example, radio waves, TV waves, microwave, infrared, visible ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays and cosmic rays. This is I have arranged in increasing order of the frequency. The above examples are in increasing order of their energy and decreasing order of the wavelength. So the higher wavelength is for cosmic rays, then followed by gamma, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwaves, TV and radio waves. So X-ray machine has got an X-ray tube which consists of cathode serving as a source of electron, anode that is a target at which beam of high speed electrons are directed, and cathode also has a filament and focusing cup. Filament is a coil of tungsten which is the source of electrons over the other X-ray particles. The molybdenum focusing cup focuses electrons towards a small rectangular area on anode that is called focal spot. Anode is consisting of a tungsten target and a copper stem. That is very important, that came in NEET PGI 2013. That is, anode is consisting of what? Tungsten target and copper stem. The target seems that it has the main purpose of your converting kinetic energy of electrons into cathode. X-ray photons. Tungsten is selected because of its high atomic number. That means it has high melting point and lower vapor pressure. High melting point is when it is subjected to higher temperatures also, it won't melt. Copper stem dissipates heat, decreasing the risk of target melting. Live focus principle. The target is inclined about 20 degrees with central X-ray beam, thus decreasing the actual focal spot and increasing the target X-ray beam. Next we come to the Heal effect. What is the Heal effect? When cathode rays, they strike anode target, X-rays with high intensity are found towards the cathode of central X-ray, and X-ray with low intensity are found towards the anode. Due to this effect, the target should not be inclined more than 20 degrees. So the angulation is important, that the target should not be inclined more than 20 degrees. Characteristic radiation, it is another topic. What is it? It is a minor source of discrete radiation. This may also include, this came in Manipal MSET, also in Maharashtra Combined Entrance Test. Number of electrons produced depends over the intensity of current applied to the target. Hard X-rays are those that control the wavelength and penetration power. When kVp is decreased, X-rays of longer wavelength are produced. So last I discussed about the thickness of aluminium filter. Why is it important? It is important because it takes less penetrating photons, which only contributes to less spatial exposure and does not have enough energy to reach the filter. So thickness required is 1.5 mm for kVp, 70 kVp. This came in your PGI 2018. So guys, go through my video. You can go into the previous section also by stopping and pausing and going ahead. If you have any doubt regarding any chapter, please tell me. I'll discuss with you in detail. Thank you and have a good day.